What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the PrizePicks Show here on Tuesday, March 19th. Coming off a huge day. The last time I was on the show was Saturday. We had a 5 for 5 on Underdog. We had 5 more 4 for 4s. We would have had a chance for all 5 for 5s if Tobias Harris had suited up that night. Let's see if we can get an encore performance. Zach and I now a combined 62.4% on these PrizePicks picks. Let's see if we can continue this phenomenal momentum and success and dive into today. 3 picks on the board already, but we've got a 4th. So stick with us. Don't just say, oh, look, there are the picks. I don't need any more. Stick with us, especially because 2 of these picks are not quite what's shown on the screen. So let's jump in. We're going to start with this Houston at Washington game. Jalen Green has 9 3-point attempts in both games without Şengün. Exactly what we expected, just more aggression from him and everything kind of flowing through him. We like the more than 7.5 3-point attempts once again. I think he's going to end up averaging something like 10.5 threes per game without Şengün. So really like that start once again. Then we get to Jock Landale. And the thing I love about Landale here is that Washington has just been shredded by centers over and over of late. I was thinking that it had mostly to do with the fact that they were playing without an actual big for a while. I was like, Kyle Kuzma is their new center. How about that? Of course, they were getting shredded, but Rashawn Holmes has been back for 2 games now, and they're still getting shredded. Vucevic did whatever he wanted against them. I think he had close to 15 points in the first quarter alone, plenty of rebounds as well. And then even Luke Cornett off the bench for Boston had 14 and 6 against this front court. So it's just a phenomenal matchup all the way around. And in fact, I'm going to take Landale out of here for a moment so we can see over here, we love his rebounds. 8.25 compared to a projection of just 6 from PrizePicks. 10.77 projected points for us, only 8.5 for PrizePicks. This is also a guy who's had 5, 4, and 3 assists in their last 5 games. So somebody who can rack up some assists as well. So for me, this is going to be a combination play. We don't have the points plus rebounds or points plus rebounds plus assists in the tool just yet. Again, we're going to have those combinations. We're going to have blocks plus steals and fantasy points in this tool in just a couple weeks now, probably 2, maybe 3 weeks. So really, really looking forward to that. Super exciting. For the time being, we can still use this to draw some pretty strong conclusions. 15.5 points plus rebounds looks good. 16.5 points plus rebounds plus assists looks great. And I'm going to go with that combination in large part because it also correlates better with the Jalen Green 3-point attempt pick. So you can see if we were to put Landale in here for just points, we get a negative 0.6% correlation. If we go to the rebounds instead, we're going to get a 0 correlation bonus. If we added assists to this, I'm sure it'd be close to plus 1%, something like that. So that's going to be the pick there. Jalen Green, more than 7.5 3-point attempts, and then Jock Landale, more than 16.5 points, plus rebounds, plus assists. It's a similar story for Daniel Gafford. Let's go to this Mavs game, and we'll see Gafford pops everywhere. We've got more than 7.5 rebounds, projecting at 9.1, more than 10.5 points, projecting him for 13.1. Also, more than 1.5 blocks projected at 2.43. So on PrizePicks, what's the combination we want here? Well, not only are the points and rebounds good, we also love the blocks, the defensive upside, which means fantasy points is going to be my favorite one. 27.0 is his fantasy score over on PrizePicks. We're going to take that more. And then if you're on Underdog, use code FTN, sign up. Again, we can't say it enough. It helps to be on multiple sites. So you get the big win that we got on Saturday, some other big days where the lines are better over on PrizePicks. It just helps. Do the same with Sleeper. Again, promo code FTN. Just make your life easier, right? Get some free money, make your life easier. But on Underdog, the number that we want for Gafford is going to be 18.5 points plus rebounds. And then again, 27 fantasy points over on PrizePicks for him. And then finally, the other one that I love tonight is first quarter points for Paolo Banchero. He's at 6.0. This is a guy. Let's go to the tool again, and let's take a look at where we have Banchero projected in comparison to his number. You know what? Let's just type in his name. Let's do it the easy way. So 22.5 projected points on PrizePicks, 22.4 from us. Okay, but he's playing about a third of his overall minutes in the first quarter itself, averaging around 11.5 first quarter minutes for the last several games, the sample size we like to look at for the rotation. So if he's at a third, then that number should be at least 7.0, not 6.0. Just a blatant misprice on Banchero's first quarter points. So 6.0 first quarter points already up and available on Underdog, should be available later on PrizePicks. That's going to be it for us today. So really solid foundation of 4 picks. Again, that's going to be Jalen Green, more than 7.5 3-point attempts. Jocelyn Dale, more than 16.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. Daniel Gafford, more than 18.5 points plus rebounds if you're on Underdog, and more than 27.0 fantasy points if you're on PrizePicks. And then finally, we have Paolo Banchero, more than 6.0 first quarter points already available at Underdog. Hopefully that's available at PrizePicks and Sleeper later on as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and see if we get another big day. We'll catch you next time.